Look at how beautiful this is. This image, this building, I mean, you can't deny it, right? These images are so pretty. These buildings are intricate, beautiful, massive, and standing in front of these places, man, they look even better. They're monoliths. These are ancient, passed down through years of tradition. This is what our society used to be. Now it's not that. Now it's garbage. Millennials twerking and eating Tide Pods? What happened? Why is our modernity not like this beauty? Why don't we just reject modernity? Embrace tradition? At least, that's what some people think. While I cannot deny that this sort of architecture is breathtaking, I don't think that this is what beauty needs to be. I don't think that this is the singular definition of beauty. I think, personally, beauty when it comes to landscapes is a lot more effective.
Hi, my name's David Byrne, and I made a movie about a bunch of people in Virgil, Texas.
David, relax.
While the Talking Heads are a very popular band, I still feel like not enough people have watched David Byrne's film True Stories. It's on the Criterion Collection and yet nobody talks about it, which I don't get. I think True Stories is a beacon of what a comedy should be. It revolves around David Byrne playing himself, driving to the fictional town of Virgil, Texas, inspired by other Texas small towns in that area. He guides us through vignettes of odd people in the state. And they are odd. A woman who won't get out of bed, fashion shows where models dress like pillars and trees. There are twins everywhere and nobody explains it. But what I think makes True Stories special is how it treats these characters. David Byrne does not make fun of these people. He looks at them with a sense of appreciation. He knows that they're kind, they're true-to-heart people who love each other and are not hurting anybody. They're odd, they're funny, and he looks at them as they're on the same level as him. He's not punching down, he's not even punching. He just lets the characters be themselves, allowing the comedy to come from their personalities, and it's always treated as a positive for them. It's also just a breathtaking looking film. This flat landscape, this lonely house, this neon-tinged gas station, these things are basic, found everywhere, and yet they still look beautiful. Anything can look gorgeous. It doesn't have to be overly designed, and True Stories just shows that you can find beauty anywhere. Anything can be beautiful. You know what else is beautiful?
Hello. 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 My name is Joe Pera. My name is Joe Pera. My name is Joe Pera, and I figured that if you're watching this program, you'd like to bring your lunch as well.
Joe Pera Talks With You is a show that everybody should watch. It is perhaps the most calming, sweet television show that I've ever seen. Each time I watch an episode, I always feel comforted, happy, and safe. I think Joe Pera is the best TV representation of just a warm blanket. But why am I talking about it? Well, Joe Pera is like True Stories in the same folky way. Joe Pera is a beautiful show, and its charm comes from its landscapes and adorable towns. Each shot has that Midwestern vibe, a vibe that fits so well and makes you feel a lot safer in its embrace. It looks so beautiful. These shots were genuinely recorded in a small Midwestern town in Michigan, one that not that many people live in. A lot of people were so excited to see that Joe Pera, this Adult Swim show, was recorded there. These are beautiful things that are found everywhere, found wherever you live in, no matter how large or small. This is what I call the folk beautiful. A form of beauty that is rooted in commonality, beautiful shots of still life. I know that sounds pretentious, but it's the best way to describe this. And it's a form of beauty that you don't need to go to these exquisite, intricate cathedrals to find. I feel like I've been walking around this entire video. I guess I gotta talk about it. So the Twitter account that I quoted for the introduction of this video is called Western Traditionalist, and they post a lot of those intricate, beautiful images I showed at the start. These massive buildings. And when you think about it at first, it seems innocent. These are just excellent cathedrals and castles. And then you realize, oh my god, this guy's a fucking fascist. Yeah. I'm not even gonna go that in depth on this. It's very, very obvious. And when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. These buildings are so old and so European, and fascism's whole thing is wanting to keep European culture safe and go back to the good old days. They hate postmodernism because postmodernism goes against this idealized view of a European culture. So why do I mention this when talking about the folk beautiful? Well, something in common between the show and the film is that they're both so respectful and accepting. True Stories does not punch down. Those absurd and odd characters are charming, and that oddness is what makes them great. Joe Pera is kind and warm to everybody that he meets and tries his best no matter what to make connections, even with people that he's not that similar to. These shows and movies are built on the foundation of accepting everyone and everybody. Of course, fascism doesn't want to do that. Fascism wants to only accept people who they agree with and are, white. And this fits in with the idea of the folk beautiful. These traditional, beautiful images are just so European. They're so Eurocentric. People of color cannot identify with. They did not create these things. They did not create this style of art. I mean, of course they did, but they're never associated. Fascists refuse to associate with them. But the folk beautiful is, by definition, everywhere. Anybody can see it and be a part of the folk beautiful because it's inherently creatorless. You can see it wherever you are. It's universal and someone that anything to connect over. No matter what race you are, what gender, what minority you're a part of, you can be a part of the folk beautiful. So of course, fascists fucking hate it. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I've been on a very long hiatus, and I just kind of come back with this short 6-minute video, but I thought it was interesting. I wanted to talk about it a lot. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.